Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna Lentz, and today we're going to be talking about mostly cross stitch and some other goodies. I want to first start this video off by saying thank you so much. I hit 100 subscribers, which that's really cool. Next goal is 500. We'll see. It's a stretch, but that's my goal. I really want to say thank you to everybody for sharing me across your social media, your likes, your comments, everything. It's been a blast, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for being here and spending your time with me. Your time is precious, and I really appreciate it. Slime. So let's get started in today's video. One more thing, I just want to go ahead and stop here and say thank you to Stitching with the Sisterlies. You did a big shout out for me, and I really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to their channel, I really encourage you to go check them out. They're a hoot. They're really funny. I like their interaction with one another. They're really cool. So now let's get started. I have a lot to share today. I have a lot of finishes. Since I uploaded that first video, I was just like, oh, I want to stitch all the things. And for me, I can stitch in hand now. So I feel like I can just stitch super fast compared to what I was stitching for me personally. If you haven't seen my first video, go ahead and go watch it. I'll link it down below, and I will link the playlist. Also, if I know my channel has a lot of videos on it, so if you'd like to see other Flosstube videos, I will have a playlist specifically for Flosstube. If you're not interested in the other content that I share on my channel, which is a lot. I like to do that. I'm constantly doing a lot of things. That's just what I like to do. So if you hear somebody in the background, that is my daughter. She's 3. She's coloring right now. She's having a great time, and she may come into the video later. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys have been having a really good week. It's the beginning of October. Yes, it's my birthday month. I love my birthday.
Mine is my birthday too.
Anyway, so let's get started. Finishes. I have 2 FFOs, which I'm very, very happy about. I have All Hallows Eve by Teresa Kogut. I stitched this on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. I think this is one of the first fabrics I dyed when I was a beginner stitcher, watching Priscilla and Chelsea. And this is, like I said, All Hallows Eve by Teresa Kogut. And yes, I should have done the variegation this way, but you know what? He's cool. It just adds to his charm. And I finished this into a pillow with some homespun on the back. And then I actually filled this with, oh shoot, what do you call it? Sawdust. And I took advice from Saltbox Stitcher, and I found somebody on Etsy, and I got a huge Ziploc bag full. I'll share some footage somewhere in this video of me finishing this. And I love it. Yes, sawdust gets everywhere, but I didn't think it was a big deal. I feel like polyfill gets everywhere too, and I like the texture of this so much more. I like floppy pillows. So I'm very, very happy. Very happy. I just want to squish it. Somebody out there is probably cringing because I'm just touching my stitching, but I love it. I like where I have it displayed. Secondly, I finished October, oh shoot, by Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks. I'll put it up here. And I've only done her. She's a calendar girl, but I love her. So I finished her with some more homespun. She's also filled with sawdust, and I did my best at an invisible finish on the bottom, which I have really spent the last year trying to be better at my hand sewing skills. So I really like her. She sits in my guest bedroom, which I do a lot of my computer work / storage room. But I love her. And my daughter's hair color, both my 7-year-old and my 3-year-old have dark hair color. I thought about changing her hair red because my hair is red and my birthday's in October, but my daughter Fiona saw her and thought, oh my gosh, Mom, she looks just like me. So I love that. I love her dress too. I would wear that dress. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat. So I would love to do one, another calendar girl for my daughter's birthday is in December, and then another one, my other daughter, Jules, her birthday is in May. Do you want to say hi? This is Julesy.
Hi.
Hi, hi. You having a good day? Uh-huh. Yeah? Okay. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, go color. She's been a good sport. Okay, so those are my FOs. You know what? Embroidery stitching. I'm going to share my embroidery FO right now too. So I just published this video a couple days ago, but it is this pumpkin, and I share with you how to basically make an embroidery off a free image with like a clip art image that you can find on the internet. You can easily draw this yourself too, but I go through, I have a light box and stuff, and I finish this with the same homespun. This is filled with polyfill. I tea stained the fabric on the front, and I really love it. This was a very, this was really quick. Super duper duper quick. And I really like this a lot too. I went and took all of my stuff out for Halloween and realized I didn't have much for fall. I had a lot of like fall stitching that I haven't completed yet. But I thought, oh man, I'm a person that likes the traditional, not traditional, but like for fall, I feel like I can go prim and it totally works. So I was able to make more decor for free with this, and I love it. So I will also link that video down below. I like my editing in that video. Okay, sorry about that. My husband called. I didn't text him that I was floss tubing, so how was he supposed to know? Yeah, we'll talk to him later. I do have a previous finish that I want to share with you, but it is not stitching, but I wanted to share. Last year, my husband and I made these pumpkins, and I will insert a picture here of what it looks like displayed in my area where we eat. What do you call that? It's not a formal dining area, but it's like it's our dining area, I guess you would call them. But they're these rustic pumpkin gourd pieces, and I believe these are made out of 4x4 that we cut jagged, and then he drilled space on top. I have a whole post about this on my website, briannalentz.com. I'll link that down below as well. I should have looked at that before I started recording, but I wanted a previous finish and I thought I would share these. But anyway, I just painted the pumpkins. Thumbnail. I painted the pumpkins with just like simple craft paint from Walmart, and then I went over it with some dark antique wax that I had from a previous project, and then I painted the, I think I got a dowel, and I painted the dowel really loosely, and then we just stuck it in there. I believe I may have put hot glue in. Again, I apologize, I should have looked at this before, but this was kind of a last minute decision to share. But I really love them. I really love the different colored pumpkins, and I thought this was a really fun, modern, prim representation of that, and this was really cheap. And it was a fun project to do with my husband. I was able to get him to help. I love these, so yeah, love these. So I also made a list today. So those are my finishes for my FFOs, previous finish, and I have finishes too. Like I told you, I have been zooming along. First of all, let's go into Boo Trick or Treat by Stitching with the Housewives. Housewives, Halloween, What's in My Cup. I don't own a color printer, but this is, you've seen this. I'm sure you've seen this. And I am the gal who stitched this with a gray cup. I loved this very, very much. I like a lot of their stuff. And here is my interpretation. Yeah. On Instagram, if you saw it, it was hard to get a good representation of the colors. Like no matter how hard I tried, the colors would come out lighter. And so I wrote that I had muted the colors, but it was hard for you to see that. So Julesy, thank you. I changed the color to gray because I have a really difficult time stitching on black. Really difficult time. I'm not traditionally like a Aida gal, but I've been having a lot of fun dyeing my fabric, and so I've been wanting to dye on Aida instead of like a more expensive fabric. And every time I've dyed Monaco, my holes get tiny, and I have really bad eyesight. My lenses were almost too thick for them to be able to put in these frames, and I think because my lenses are so thick that I have these glasses actually bother me. Like, they're not substantial enough for the thickness of my lenses. Blind as a bat. But so I have a really hard time stitching on black. All that to say, so I wanted to stitch it on a different fabric. I had this 14 count Aida that I dyed last year for another project, and I decided, well, let's do that. I saw some people stitch the cup in black, and I loved that, but I was afraid that the black would, I wouldn't have good coverage, so I decided to go with dark gray. And then I decided to mute the other colors, and because I used all DMC, I wanted to create more variation in the colors on the picture because I wasn't getting variegated. So anyway, so I darkened everything, I changed some of the colors, and then for my personal taste, I wasn't a big fan of it was just a little bit much for me in my taste, so I took off the little tops, and I changed the print to a less redone print to more of like a slasher film print, and I love it. I love it a lot. I thought I was going to decorate for Halloween last weekend, and I didn't. Otherwise, it would be fully finished, but love it. I will share all the colors that I used too. So I dyed this using, I think, a gray Rit dye, and listed DMCs. I used 844, 310, 3865, 3722, 920, 3802, 3826, 937, 731. I'll have it all linked in my show notes on my website if you want to know specifically what colors I used. Loved that. That was fun too, to be able to use my own color palette from what I had in stash. So that was fun. Next finish. Oh, actually, I finished this pretty quickly after my Flosstube. I finished the Witch from Prairie Schooler's Boo to You on the purple fabric, and I really like it. I just got the ribbon to finish this. When I did my finishing, I didn't finish her because I decided that I wanted to finish her as like a little pillow to hang from my pantry, like the pulls thing. Very pretty. Keep going, keep working. You got to do Anna next. Good job. So I really like her. Okay, so I really like her a lot. Wish I had her done, but I will definitely have a lot to share. I'm going to be uploading in 2 weeks, and I have a lot of. If you're a Tim Burton fan, you're at the right place. So my next finish, and this is just one of, I have a lot of previous finishes, but I FO'd this. It's not FFO'd yet. I'm looking for the right 4x6 frame, but I did Oogie Boogie, and I love him. I love him a lot. So what I did for Oogie Boogie is I actually had I have a whole story about this. I actually been working on this for 5 years. 5 years ago, when I first came back to stitching, I was doing a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stitching, and I had intended to do the full coverage piece that's a freebie that I will link down below, or you can find on my website. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it. I think I'll link it down below, but I'll also have it in my show notes on my website. We'll see how I end up configuring it. I might just have everything linked on my website, all the show notes. But I decided to alter it a little bit and just do an outline. And this is on, I believe this is just like the Factory Tea-Dyed Monaco by Charles Craft. And so I just want to put it in a simple 4x6 frame. And in my next Flosstube, when I share all of my Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas Beetlejuice made things, You'll kind of see why I went a little bit less minimal on this, because I kind of went a little extra on a couple other things. So I'm very excited to share that, but I wanted to share that closer to Halloween. Okay, so next, which I just finished this yesterday. Naughty or Nice, I believe, by Hands On Design. What is the chart? Yeah, Naughty or Nice. So this is the original. Love the original. I love all the extra, but I loved his glasses and I loved his beard and I loved the color fabric because I have two trees. I have one like buffalo rustic and then I have another one where it's like glitz and glam for my two girls. And this is mine. Just a minute, okay. And so what I did, let me get closer. So what did I do? Sorry. I changed his beard to whisper thread. I took off the back stitching for his cheeks, which I know seems weird. In hindsight, if I had known I was going to do that, I would have inserted, I would have changed these 3 stitches in each corner to a blush, but that's okay. And his eyebrows are that whisper thread. I love his glasses. It says Naughty or Nice, and I changed it so he was just all really traditional. This isn't black, this is at 844, which I have to say is probably my favorite DMC color. I like gray a lot, and I just really like him. So now that I can see, because I was still stitching it in a hoop when I started him, is I would really like to stitch, or I would like to fully finish him as a circular ornament and try my hand at that. Love the original, but I wanted just the Santa. Okay. So there is that. Those are my finishes. What a week. What a week. Oh, if you want to see what that whisper thread looks like, here it is. And it is 70% mohair. And mohair, that's what gives it that fluff. So if you're a knitter or you've worked with that mohair yarn, it's very similar feeling to that. And I have to say, I did not enjoy the process of it, but the result was worth it. The result was worth it. Okay, so that is done. So let's move on to whips. Whips. Okay, let's start with, oh poop, where did I put it? I thought I had it with me. Here it is. Okay, I want to share, I shared this in my last video and I worked on it some. Country Cottage Needleworks Santa's List. And, oh, it's oh yeah, I had started doing the snowflake and I'm gonna rip out the snowflake that I was working on because it wasn't very neat. But I had just this part done, and so I did Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So all I have left to do is the presents and the bottom. I'm really excited about this. This one I might try my hand at finishing in a frame, like with pins. I don't know. We'll see. I also I'm thinking about for my birthday getting myself that finishing tape from Fat Quarter Shop instead of using hot glue. That is very interesting to me. I think I'd like to try that. My other whip, I started something else new. I had this last year and I wanted to finish it last year. I mean, I wanted to do this last year. Julesy, please, baby. And I did I did the October and a couple other things. Because this is October A Year in Chalk by Hands On Design. And I have done Where is it? Oh, I cut it off. Shoot. I have done the red, white, and barbecue, and I completed that on black, and I tried doing it again. Again, I tried stitching on black. I cannot see it. And this is 28 count black Jobelin. And this was really beautiful to stitch on. And I think that that's why I didn't do this last year. Because I was still in that focus of, if it calls for this, just do this, not doing my own thing. So this created another rampage of dyeing fabric where I had 28 count Monaco and I had black grit dye, and I dyed this piece and I love it. It has a mood. This is a mood all on its own. But I set it for, like when I set the dye in the oven, I did it at 350 and not 200. And so I feel like it shrank. So like I can see the holes now, but it's really hard to differentiate the holes that are going this way, or like if the fabric's going this way or this way, like when you're doing your X's. And if it's too difficult for me to see it, I'm not gonna do it. But I do think that this would be cool finishing fabric for something else. I really like how this came out. Then I decided to try it again, and I love how this came out. This definitely looks like a chalkboard. And I can see myself stitching with this because I baked it at 200 and not 350. So the holes are larger, like I can identify them enough. And I know you can get a magnifying glass and all that, but I'm just not there yet. I don't know if I want to invest in magnifying equipment. I have to wear glasses all the time. I bought readers from Dollar Tree. I have to put them on over my glasses. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you are in the market though for like if you want a chalkboard fabric and you have a bunch of fabric stash, I highly suggest you trying to dye your own fabric with black grit dye that you can get from Walmart, because it looks like a chalkboard. It was really simple. So then I went, when I was at Walmart, I said, well, what the heck? I don't dislike the look of Ada. I like how vintage it looks, especially for Halloween. In my last video, I told you how much I like vintage Halloween. I love the 90s vibe that this gives it. And I'm having a love affair with the look of Ada. Bless you, and bless you. And so I dyed yet another piece of fabric with black grit dye, and you cannot see that. And here I am. And I will insert a picture here of what the chart looks like so you can get a better idea of what I'm working on. But it will say let them eat candy, and I'm going to be, at this moment, my plan is to do the candy in the 3 different colors. It's not my idea, but somebody charted the candy to look like candy corn, and I love that. So this has been stitching up so fast. I'm loving this. And it only calls for 2 threads. It calls for chalk and carrot. And I have to say, I spent $5 on these 2 threads, and they are not variegated. You could just use DMC. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the yellow. I'll pull something out. So those are my whips. A lot of stitching. A lot of stitching. I have I did a lot of editing, and we've been really busy, like abnormally socially busy. Oh, I never said what we've been up to this week. So this week, my daughter had her first soccer game. I had family travel. My cousin's moving out of California to North Carolina, and they stopped by our house last night, and that was wonderful. My daughter had her first game. They had a great time, and that's what's important. Enjoying the cooler weather. However, I have to say, we have lost 3 guineas this week. We don't know. We suspect, we're hoping it might be a fox, because guineas are larger birds. And my husband said it could be a bobcat, which not fun to think about.
The bob Daisy is needed, but the bobcat.
Yes, our dog Daisy is scared of if it's a bobcat, she doesn't want to go over to the area that we think it could be bedding down in. So we have that going on.
Yeah,
But
I don't like it. I don't like the bob that.
Yeah.
The bob that is bad.
Well, yeah, because we like our guineas, don't we? I do
Yeah.
have one piece of haul, which I did not intend on buying, but it was in stock, and I bought it.
Yeah.
And you're probably thinking, well, Brie, did you work on your other Mill Hill Santa? You didn't show that. And the answer is no. So why would you buy another one? Because it's Yellowstone. And I have, every time that I've thought about buying it, it's been out of stock. And then when it's in stock, I'm like, oh, it's not in my budget right now. This time it didn't matter. I bought them anyway. One of my favorite places on earth. Love it. And this is what's included. You want to see? Oh, you're trying to be a part of it. So, let's see, what are my, oh, she's very excited. We also made slime, didn't we? We don't want to get it out right now, but yes, we made slime. We, let me go grab it. You might be interested in this. If you're watching and you have kiddos that you want to play with. Okay, I keep this in my laundry section. So let me show two things. One, this is the Rit dye that I used to get that chalkboard look. I just poured a little bit and then I diluted it with about a cup of water and submerged it for probably 15 seconds, and then I immediately rinsed it in cold water. And then I baked it, and then I rinsed it, and then I let it dry. And if you liked the streaks of that first fabric that I showed you, what I did with that was that it was slightly damp, and then I ironed it, and it created those black streaks on it. Really cool effect.
Yeah.
But the slime stuff is this magic liquid. All you have to do is you have to have Elmer school glue. We colored ours using acrylic paint. So we just put it in there, mixed it together, and then kept adding this magic liquid until it came together enough for me to mix it by hand. I had to overactivate it a bit for my kids' skin type, but for mine, I didn't have that problem. And this was awesome. This is less than $5 at Walmart, and I made 2 batches, and I still have a lot left, so I highly encourage that. No, don't show that. Go put that away, please. Thank you. Giveaway. Hold on a second. Last week I had said that I would be giving away Teresa Kogut's All Hallows Eve. And I really appreciated all of your comments. They were so fun to read. I was surprised a lot of you guys didn't decorate for Halloween, even though my mother-in-law doesn't decorate for Halloween either. I love Halloween. I think it has to do with my birthday. It's always just been like a very positive memory for me, Halloween and in my childhood. So anyway, the winner for this is Sheila Wilson. Congratulations, Sheila. Go ahead and contact me. Leave a comment down below and I will give you a way to contact me, and I will get this out to you this week. Congratulations. Thank you for commenting and participating. That was a lot of fun to read those. So for my giveaway this week, I have something fun. Like I told you, I don't really hold on to my stash. So I like to pass my stash. And since I have completed this, I would like to pass this along. This is, like I said, Hands-On Designs, Naughty or Nice. This is part of a series. She has a lot of really cool Santas, you know, in combination with him. And it's really fun. So I thought also that it would be fun, and I know not all of you guys are Ada Stitchers, but I still thought it would be fun if I included a piece of the hand-dyed Ada that I stitched him on, and you could stitch him this way or whatever. So yeah, after I cut him out, I will send the other piece of the of the Aqua Ada that I dyed, and the chart. So how do you participate? Well, you know what I would like you to answer in the comments down below. First of all, please be a subscriber. Please like the video. And I want to hear, what are you most looking forward to in the next 2 weeks? I'm going to be uploading my next video mid-October. I don't know exactly which day yet because my daughter has fall break, which means she has like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. It's my birthday and my anniversary around then. And I have a lot of Tim Burton stuff that I want to share, like I said before. So it'll be in the mid-October will be when I upload my next video. So I would like to hear from you what you are most looking forward to in the next 2 weeks. Do you go to pumpkin patches? Do you have, what are you excited about? Like that. I am excited about a lot of things. I think I'm excited to share my big crochet project that I've been working on. Also has to do with Tim Burton, to share with you my Beetlejuice stuff that I've done. I love Beetlejuice. It's one of my favorite movies. I'm excited for my birthday. I love my birthday. I'm excited to just for fall with my kids. They're at a really fun age, so every day is something else. And this year has been really fun for me. I mean, it's been a hard year, but my kids being at the age that they are, I've enjoyed a lot. So thank you guys for being a part of my video today. I hope you are doing well. I hope that you have something to look forward to. I encourage you to find something to look forward to if you don't think you have anything, because there always is something. And I just appreciate you. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video, the next project. Bye.